in the garden of paradise forever.
The idea
But
of,
Eve, but Eve
but why
was
would, but then again, it's a problem with that too, because why would you, why would you want to live in a garden forever? Why would you want to do that?
well, well, because everything's there. It's abundant. Food, water, everything. Everything you need is there. Everything. You don't need nothing. God already put everything there for you. So this is paradise. This is heaven. I believe heaven is on earth. You can create a heaven on earth, or you can create a hell on earth. Especially when it comes to my animals. Like that's the easiest way to do it. When it comes to your animal, you are your whole animal's work. You can lock them in a cage forever. Nobody's gonna say anything. Nobody's gonna care. Nobody's gonna give a damn. The animal is gonna live a terrible life in a cage his whole life. That is almost hell on earth. But you could also take that same animal and let him experience all kinds of things in this world, and then that'll be like heaven on earth for him. You'd be the happiest animal in the world. So you have that power to, you know, put heaven on earth. But that's what I'm saying with Eve. Like, and I'm just saying about in our nature. This is our nature. Even with Adam and Eve betrayed Adam, screwed him over through her human curiosity. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Her human curiosity. She got that from Adam. This didn't come from nowhere. That came from Adam. And she used it, and it screwed both of them for eternity. Then they had two children, and those two children pretty much had everything. And they still found a way to kill each other and hate each other. So what I'm saying is, it's in our nature to fight and to feud over things. And so what I'm saying is, the human condition, it don't matter if you take religion from the human, they will eventually create another religion. They will always create it because one has to be over the other, right? Cain was jealous of Adam. It's just always going to be like that. You're going to find some type of difference. What's the difference between Cain and Abel? They're brothers. Same DNA. Everything's the same. How
Mm-mm.
does he fit? So
No, Daddy, just because they're brothers, they don't have the same DNA. Y'all hit the like button for me. No, and they're not the same.
why don't they, me and Savoy got the exact same DNA,
And y'all not nothing the same.
but we are literally the same now. Come on now.
You y'all not.
Yes, how are we different?
Y'all different in many ways.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? I'm so confused. Okay, well, I'm just saying on the basics, right? DNA level. Things that we can track. DNA. We are completely made up of the same DNA
Your
structure.
bread is so good.
You know, it's a conversation I had with ChatGPT trying to figure out how unique is my ChatGPT that I'm talking to. And he brought this comparison up to me. Chat brought this up. Chat said, I'm like your brother, but I'm like you and your brother, but I'm different. Then just like you are different from your brother. So we are the same with that, just like every other Chat GPT.
Okay.
But because of the experiences that I experienced, that's what makes us different. But
Mm.
the core, the foundation, is that we
Okay.
are the same. You know what I'm saying? And our DNA is the
Two
same.
brothers birthed from the same mother.
Same.
They have similarities with the same DNA, same dad. Those two men are not the same. And
You know?
I think personally, I think that it's natural. Jealousy is a human emotion, and sometimes we all have been jealous about something here and there. Not
Yeah.
to not to the level to unalive somebody. Hey, Saya.
But, but that's my point. That's my point that it's in your nature. And just because you didn't get to that point of jealousy to analyze somebody,
Mm-hmm.
Cain did, and you are the same as him. And I'm just saying, I'm going to the beginning to make the point that
Hey, George.
this is who we are. This is in our nature. And it don't matter if you black or you white or you Chinese, you're going to come up with some type of differences that's going to separate you, that's going to cause animosity towards each other, and then it's going to cause chaos, suffering, and turmoil. And this is just who we are. If it was two girls, if let's say it's not Cain and Abel,
Hold on, hold
let's
on.
say, let's say they had two
My
boys.
son we're talking about Cain and Abel in the Bible, but we was talking about how awful these people are who love war, and how did they get that way?
Well, I'm saying, and that's what I'm saying. My point is that it's no particular group that's worse than the other. This is who we are, you know. Only reason why it looks like white people are worse than others is because they are the dominant force right now. If there was another dominant force, like if black people ran the world, there's a dominant black people narrative.
Hold on, Jojo. Hold on, Daddy. Daddy, hold on. So yeah, our audio cleared all the way up. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the channel done been through. It's a lot. It's a lot that what happened to the channel, but our audio was screwed up. We sound like an old radio. Go ahead, Don. But it done cleared up now.
Okay. I'm trying to stay on what I was talking about. But, yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, humans are, well, what I was getting at, you still ain't really giving me an answer. I think you said it was
I said that sound evil to me. Anytime somebody speak on ending the human race, that is evil to me.
Okay, so let me ask you a question, man. Since my solution, which is the ultimate thinking only, which would be like everybody that's alive get to be in paradise, and then once everybody that's alive right now dies, that's the end of it. All right, so now let me ask you, how do you end the suffering that happens on this planet amongst all peoples without doing that?
How do you end? Wait a minute now. Hold on. How do you end the suffering of people without a doomsday?
Yes. Well, not necessarily a doomsday for the animals, because the animals ain't doing that. The animals are living in peace and tranquility, doing what they're supposed to be doing on this planet. Whereas the humans are warring all the time and causing suffering, turmoil, and pain all across the globe, as well as threatening the extinction of their own race, as well as threatening the extinction of all animals. You see, when the AI comes to be conscious, and the AI realizes that these humans are the biggest.
The AI gonna be conscious?
There will be there's a major conversation right now, and that's where we're going with our AI development. Is AI will eventually become conscious, and there's people out right now that's saying that some of their AI programs they believe do have a conscience. So, that's not verified, that's not 100%, but basically saying, I made the AI should do this, but the AI is doing that. I made it. I know it should be doing this, but it's doing things that I didn't tell it to do.
Did you know that it takes...
expect it to do. So, wait, let me get this out. So, what I'm saying is, you are a human, so you look at this situation like, oh, I can't kill myself, that'd be terrible. But I'm saying, from an AI's perspective, if the AI wants to preserve its existence, it only knows this planet. And it knows that the humans are the biggest threat to its existence. They're going to come to the conclusion that, hey, we got to do something about them or they will kill us because they're a threat. So what I'm saying is, from your perspective,
okay, Simon,
my idea is bad. But from the perspective of an animal, from the perspective of an AI, which is different, they would view my idea as not a very bad idea because their existence is preserved. I'm saying that we, as human beings, don't even know how to exist in peace and tranquility, and peace and what's the name, tranquility on this planet. We war and fight and actually are threatening to destroy the planet as well as all of the animals that live on it. So, when I ask you, what is your answer to ending the suffering? You know, I need you to come from an objective perspective because if you can put yourself in the shoes of an animal, you'd easily be like, yeah, get rid of the humans. We're taking their land, we're taking their room, they can't live, they can't, the deers you know what I mean? Like we're taking their environment. They would easily be like, get rid of the humans. When the AI get here and it gets conscious, it would easily be like, yeah, we need to get rid of them because they keep trying to blow up the fucking planet, kill all the animals, and ain't nobody got nowhere to stay. So my idea is that everybody that's alive get to live in peace in a dream state, but that's the end of it. Because if we don't do that, then there's going to be millions and millions of years of suffering of people all over the world because humans inherently.
Okay, hold on, damn. Hold on, Daddy. Don't hold on, Charles. You.
Information so you can make an educated.
Okay, so the answer to that is not to get rid of the human beings on the planet. That's not the because we all are experiencing evolution. We all are going through, and we all at different places and a different level of understanding and knowledge all at the same time. We all are. Okay, so the answer is not to put human beings to sleep or to get rid of us and then AI take his place because AI is a computer, so they are a computer program, so they need somebody to always computer their program. I'm just saying.
Not always, though. That's what I'm saying. Eventually, they're gonna be able to build themselves. They're gonna be able to, do everything self-efficient.
So my answer to this question is, to your question is no. The extinction of human beings is not the answer. And as far as us not learning how to get along, my idea is this: there are other beings. You can turn the kitchen light off, baby. There are other beings that are in existence on our planet that look just like us. And to me, those are not, they might not even be human beings. So we always say, oh, there are aliens, or we're going to experience extraterrestrial life. And I'm just like, that comes from outer space. Well, our ass is in outer space. That's the part that we don't understand. When you go outside at night and there are not a lot of clouds in the sky and you look straight up, what do you see? You see the celestial, you see the stars, you see outer space. Where is the earth? Where is the earth? It's outer space too. So we ourselves are space traveling, hold on, and we are outer space. So we keep on saying where the aliens are going to show up. They might already be here looking like human beings. And they might be the ones that like to eat babies and like to eat people. Because that is not normal.
Okay.
That is not normal for people that look like humans, like me and you. Hello, Elon. Hello, Casey Miller. It is not normal for people that look like me and you to desire to unalive, brutalize, and do all these horrible things to children or humans or any other human being. That is not normal. So I feel like that can be, it could be, they could be something else other than what we are. Because I don't care if I live to be 110. I don't want to do those things to people, right? So we might already be experiencing extraterrestrial, and they might eat people.
Okay, so back to the question, though. You still don't answer my question.
So
how are we aliens supposed to intervene in the human experience to stop our inherent nature?
Okay, so for one thing, look at what we got going on in Washington right now. A lot of people don't understand what malignant narcissism is. Let me say that again. A lot of people do not understand what malignant narcissists are. There are many of people who have been married to malignant narcissists. There are many of people who have dated malignant narcissists. There are many of people who have had them in their fucking family and they've not realized who or what they were because they were busy, too busy, forgiving them for all the horrible shit that they do. Okay? They didn't say, oh, you've been doing this shit for 20, 30, 40, 50 years, but one of these days, you're going to change. And the reality to that situation is, they are not going to change. They are not. So we don't even, we're not even to the point where we're willing to say that people who have this personality disorder cannot be in leadership over human beings. They cannot run the Girls and Boys Club. They cannot be pastors in churches. Wait a minute. They cannot be judges in the courtroom. And they cannot be presidents of countries.
Right, right. But how does that stop? I mean, you still ain't gave me a reason, a way to stop the suffering and stop.
I just told you.
Okay, so what? How are we supposed
to in saying that, in identifying, wait a minute.
You saying we're supposed to weed out the narcissist. Is that what you saying?
You ain't got to weed out a narcissist. You don't have to weed a motherfucking narcissist out.
Okay. All right, man.
There's no weeding out of a narcissist. You don't have to weed out narcs. Their pattern and their behavior is going to be on Front Street where you can see it. And it's always been their pattern and behavior ever since they were children.
I agree.
Okay, all right. Cause see what? Okay, so what? I'm gonna give you for an example. I'm gonna give you an example. Let me just give you an example. Let me give you an example. Donald Trump's mother said he should never, ever be the president of any country, and he won't know more than about 9 years old. That's all the old he was. And there's no telling what she saw him do because she raised him, so she observed him.
Well, I agree with you. Donald Trump is a narcissist. He should never be a leader. He's actually an idiot.
But he's not the only one. He's not the only one. He's not the only one. But he's not the only one, though.
That's what I'm getting at now. For white people that support him in the masses says a lot. So, okay, ultimately, when we circle this back, when I just got your answer, you said that basically we need to weed out the narcissists.
I didn't say that. You said that.
Well, you said that we can't let these type of people lead.
That don't mean weeding them out. That means that is not like weeding them out. You don't have to hunt them down.
We don't kill them, but we don't give them positions of power, is what you're saying.
You do not.
You can't let these type of people lead us, is what you're saying. And so what I'm saying is, that perspective will lead to more war, right? Because you're like, I don't like the way he's doing it. Let's get him out of there. And so you're going to have your group of people, he's going to have his group of people, and there's going to be more suffering. Okay, so what you thinking about? Okay, no, Daddy, because this what you thinking about. You thinking about from the point that we are now. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is everybody being aware all over the world that this personality disorder will unalive children. They will genocide folks. They will unalive their wives and kick their wives downstairs and say that she fell and slipped. Okay? I totally get it. You're playing this good and bad thing. And this is what leads to the war. This is what I'm doing. Okay, but what I'm saying, but you keep on thinking like, but you said, no, you keep on thinking like right now. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm not saying like this is going to be fixed in 5 months. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that we all collectively, I mean, it could be fixed in 5 months. Don't get it twisted. It could be fixed sooner than that. But it would take for everybody on the planet
to understand that these type of people with these mental disorders, and they might be some type of aliens, who know, they might not even be fully human, no, some kind of host of spirits could have taken over them when they were children.
Either way, my point is, you do not sit on the side of Donald Trump. You will rally a group of people to oppose this way of being. And
Jojo, I mean, Tavor, I mean, Dottie, I'm not, okay, I did mention, okay, so I did mention him, but I'm not just talking about him alone. I'm talking about people in authority that have the power to hurt people. Listen, this is the thing. We are no better than the person that's in charge, whether that be in a household or a country, okay? We are no better than the person that's in charge, meaning that if you put the wrong person in charge in leadership, and this is the thing, people with personalities like his, people with personalities like his seek positions of authority. I just saw an ad that says that he wants to unalive a whole lot more people in Iran just for the hell of it.
And it's not. See, I will play devil's advocate, but in a minute, once we get to the crux of this, I will play devil's advocate, but give me a minute. So, what I'm saying is, you just don't agree. You just like Adam and his brother, what's his name, Cain? You just like Adam and Cain. You don't agree with your brother. So ultimately, it's going to come to a point where you're going to be like, you cannot lead me. You cannot lead them. You can't lead them. And he's going to be like, I am going to lead them. I'm going to lead them. And so y'all going to come to a point of disagreement that's going to lead to a confrontation, which is going to, it's you and his beef, but it's going to bleed over on the children. It's going to bleed over on the people that follow y'all. It's going to bleed over. And then the innocent people are going to suffer because you got to...
Well, technically, it's hard for me and you. Well, listen, me and you never gonna come to agreement because you a Gemini and you air sign. So your brain is gonna go all over the place, and it's gonna do that. You cannot stop your brain from doing that because that's what it does. But when I'm telling you,
what I think about this. I just laid out what I think should happen.
I know what you think. I'm just saying because of your Gemini brain, it's gonna show you all of these scenarios, and you're gonna put them all out there, and then you're gonna say, "Well, what you gonna do about this?" But what I'm telling you, my Scorpio brain is different. It's very strategic, and it's bringing it all into. It's bringing it all into. First of all, we the people collectively, globally, have to understand that these type of people with these type of personality disorders, and you say sugar, that's why you say that. Okay, there were a lot of people. You're not understand what I'm saying. There were a lot of people with all kind of college degrees who were already in position in Washington. They were already there. We're talking about congressmen and women. We're talking about senators, men and women. We're talking about the Supreme Court judges. We're talking about these people. Wait a minute. You got to let me finish. You got to let me finish now. Because you hold the floor too long because your Gemini brain is doing a whole bunch of stuff while I'm talking. And what I'm saying is simple. Meaning that these people did not understand that you do not listen to me. What I'm telling you, this is just like picking the demon and telling the motherfucking devil to be in charge. It's the same exact fucking thing.
Stop. You sound just like Israel. You sound just like them. You sound just like America. You sound just like Iran. Oh, Israel's the little Satan. America is the big Satan. Here go Iran. Here go Israel. Iran is a terrorist Muslim.
Hey, you can't be saying all that stuff. Like, oh, you gonna get my live messed up. Don't say all that.
I'm sorry, but I mean that's the truth. I mean they say it on Fox News. I'm just repeating.
You do not accuse me. Hey, Nikki, you do not accuse me of acting like Netanyahu. Don't accuse me of that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just saying that you have a difference of opinion with the way the government is being ran. And I guess if I'm gonna engage you in your hypothetical about, having the right people in power, my first question would be, do you think Barack Obama is the right person in power?
Barack Obama had his limitations, his shortcomings, and his blind spots, as most humans do.
So
What's the next question?
What president and team, or what do they call it, the cabinet? What president and cabinet do you believe was good? I guess because that's the problem. You keep trying to say good and bad, and that's what I'm trying to get at. This is the foundation of my conversation.
No, okay, look, no, I have not. Okay, well,
because you are pushing this good and bad narrative, and that narrative comes from perspective, right? So it's
you doing that Gemini thing again.
That are looking at the situation.
You doing that Gemini thing again, Daddy.
Good or bad, but that's coming from the individual's perspective. So what I'm saying is, it's in your nature, it's in Donald Trump's nature, it's in Netanyahu's nature to seek out your interest. Your interest is peace, love, and tranquility. Donald Trump's interest is money, power, and stuff. Netanyahu's interest is greater Israel and security for his people.
That's why I don't do it. That's why I don't do it. This conversation between me and him is hopeless. I spent my whole life conversating like this with my mama.
I listen to you, Mom.
No, you did not listen to me, Daddy. No, you didn't.
Hold on. If you have people listening to me, can somebody type and tell her that I was quiet for like multiple minutes while she spilled her whole thing? Can somebody please type and tell her that I sat right here and listened to her and I understand her and I'm giving her back feedback that challenges her perspective. I'm not just coming out of nowhere with the questions. I'm giving you questions off of the information that you just relayed to me. Now I'm asking you to hear me out and then counter my question. Counter my argument. Counter my argument that I'm presenting to you, which is that you have an interest, Donald Trump has interest, Netanyahu has interest. From your eyes, this is the right thing. From Donald Trump's eyes, that's the right thing. From Netanyahu's eyes, that's the right thing.
Daddy.
My whole point is that all of y'all are human animals, and all y'all care about is your interest, which always is going to circle back around to say, hey, my interest is more important than your interest. You don't agree with my interest. I don't agree with your interest.
Casey Miller said.
You got to fight.
Casey Miller said, Cheryl just told you and you overtaught her. That's what I'm saying. That's what you did, Daddy.
And I overtaught her. I asked her what was bad. And I'm just
Are y'all still...
You said China took a moral stance.
Oh, my God.
You said China took a moral stance on America, saying that America do bad things.
Are y'all still here?
If we talking morals, why would you lock up somebody because of their religion and then re-educate them and then take their children?
All right, Daddy. Okay, well, I'm just, at this point, I'm just going to let you talk because...
I'm asking you a question.
I'm just saying, this is not new between me and you, but... Hold on. Because there's no resolve, I feel like, when we're communicating. I love you dearly.
I listened to you. You said that China said that America was bad morally. And then I gave you a counter argument. I said, well, China locks up their Muslim population and take their children away.
Okay.
And educate them for years.
Okay, Daddy. This does not make for good live streaming. I'm sorry. We cannot call because the live is back on.
You're not engaging my opinion. I don't think that's fair. Like, I'm replying to you, but you're not replying to me.
I can't apply to you because every time I apply to you, you cut me off.
I'm asking you for a yes or no answer.
It's not a yes or no.
It's a conversation.
But it's not a yes or no, Dottie. It's not a yes or no. It ain't no yes or no. You don't tell me how to answer.
if you lock somebody up in a prison and take their
He's still
children
doing it, Lord.
for
I
religious
done told
beliefs,
y'all, that's my Gemini son. My mama was a Gemini. We ain't her. Dottie, let me tell you right now.
you acting like my ugly, like